So I just made a video where I kind of mentioned this, but like, I wanted to, because I was just staring at these trees, right? I was staring at the river, staring at the trees, and I was thinking about how I wasn't thinking at all. I was so blank-minded, just in the moment. And like I mentioned that in the video that like most of the time I'm just kind of blank-minded. Most people would think that my mind is always racing or always going. And it's like over the years, I've learned how to develop my mind through meditation, through different practices, through different, psychedelic experiences, pushing my mind to the limit, breaking it, shattering it, then rebuilding it. Then it's like going through a heartbreak and shattering and rebuilding myself. And all of these things that I go through, all of the problems, as simple as going through a flu or going through a kratom withdrawal, any little problem that I go through helps build my mind a little bit stronger. And even though 7 months ago I was like, bro, I'm so sick and tired of getting stronger. This shit is bullshit. Like, because I know what it takes. I know all the pain. I know all the stuff. I know what the fuck that's like. And I was like, I'm sick of it. But now I'm at the point where I feel like I'm beyond the point where I could get sick of it. I couldn't get sick of it because there's nothing that could, it's just going to keep building and building and building me. But now it's to the point where I know how to make the good times build me. Like, I know how to build myself. Like, I don't know. And it's like, these are things that I have focused on. And so many people don't focus on their own mind. They don't focus on developing their own mind, right? Because we've been taught that school is going to help develop our children's mind, and then college, and then you go out in the world and you get a job, and but you had that's so much time, but there was no true development of the mind within that time. So many people waste their youth. They make the bullshit excuse like, oh, I'm young. They're like, oh, I'm gonna have fun in my 20s. No, that's dumb shit, bro. Like, I had fun in my 20s too, don't get me wrong. But my type of fun is different, right? Like, when I was 20, I decided, hey, I want to be a modern shaman. And I started taking the path seriously and breaking myself down. And then slowly rebuilding myself, breaking myself down, rebuilding, breaking myself down, rebuilding. And it's like so many people are scared to die, and that's the problem. Like, because every time I broke myself down was like a death of who I thought I was, to keep building myself into something more. Like, reminds me of, when Terrence McKenna would talk about the self-transforming elf machines. They're self-transforming. I'm self-transforming, right? And it's like, I'm sorry, this phone is heavy as shit, bro. But like, but I don't know. I was just thinking about how like a lot of people just go through the world and they gain a lot of knowledge and they think about it all day, and then they're like, yeah, whatever. And it's like, that's why I've developed protocols, I guess you can call it, to make sure I don't ever lose my mind, or I don't ever get caught up in my own shit. I don't ever allow my ego to whatever the fuck. Like, there's protocols that I follow within my mind, rules that I have made for myself that I must follow. And it's like, you can't get drunk on your own sauce, right? You can't get, like, it's that shit, bro. Like, I don't know. That's why I said a long time ago, I don't hear the cheers, I don't hear the boos. I don't hear, because I'm just me, I'm on my journey, and I'm just developing these techniques, these things, and like, this is just so I could be a better me, just because I want to. Simple. Like, I don't know. But I really think, like, it reminds me of my grandfather trying to tell me, like, education is important, or like how he used to always play solitaire and do all these things just to kind of keep his mind moving. And it reminds me that that's the problem, is people aren't moving their mind. A screen, when you're on a screen scrolling, you're not moving your mind. You're better off playing video games than you are being on social media, because at least you're moving your mind. You know, like, that's the funny thing about it. And then beyond that, you're better off actually trying to develop your mind. You know, and you can develop your mind in whatever way works for you, but you'll never figure out what works for you unless you go and try to develop your mind. And like, we forget that we can self-educate. I only have an 11th grade education technically, but like, from 20 years old up until now that I'm 31, like, I just self-educated. I made it my goddamn motherfucking duty to make sure that I built my mind into something that was more like a fortress, that was more like my mind is, I don't know. I explained this to my daughter recently about how, like, my mind is like almost like a web or something. I don't know how to explain it. Where it's like, humans are like an OI, original intelligence, right? And we're developing AI, artificial intelligence, but it's like it's similar shit, right? And it's like humans are really forgetting how powerful they are, because we're relying more on an AI that's so fucking stupid compared to what you could build your mind into. But the problem is, you have to build your mind into it. You have to gain your own knowledge, check it to make sure it's right and wrong, yada yada yada, all this other shit, because it's like I don't know, what is a mind? What is a consciousness? We're something that we can develop and learn and build and structure, and like, I don't know. And it's like, it's something that I've really worked on more than anything, which is my mind. And making sure that, I don't know, like, I don't know how to explain it. There's people are like, hey, aren't you worried you're gonna lose your mind? And it's like, I've already been there, done that, rebuilt it, restructured it. It'll never happen again. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm way beyond that. Because I understand how to maneuver through my own mind. I understand how to silence it when I need to. I understand how to ground myself. I understand how to ascend. I can just ascend up and ascend down, and I can move around and think about deep shit or not deep shit. I can have fun with just normal human shit. I can have fun just scrolling on social media. I can have fun playing video games. I can just live life and forget about all this other shit. And like, I don't know. It's just about being kind of fluid with maneuvering, because you're not your thoughts. You're not whatever. You're the soul that's maneuvering through this reality. And it's like, yeah. But yeah, once again, yeah, peace out, guys.